here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to our live stream. Well, Bitcoin finally is moving. Well, actually no, it's in the same range. Let me start with the 4-hour chart, okay? So yesterday the prediction was, okay, from this area around, we had a buy signal around here, and I said, well, we are in a range around $47,000 is the area for selling. Now, as you can see here, Bitcoin tested, not exact, of course, around $47,000 200, around there. We know this is the top of the resistance of the area, right? If you are trading the range, as I explained before, you have to wait for the pullbacks, and in favor of the trend, well, just I am looking for longs. So I said yesterday, well, we are in this sideways choppy market right now here in 4-hour chart. Now, you are thinking here Bitcoin is going to zero because, well, you know, it's common, right, to see people, they are scared, like, oh my god, Bitcoin is dropping, sell everything because, well, Bitcoin is going to zero, right? Well, let me tell you something. Bitcoin, actually nothing happened here in 1-day chart. In 1-day chart, Bitcoin is still in sideways. Bitcoin is testing right now the MA21 here, as you can see here. Well, and nothing happened here. I mean, Bitcoin is still, we know here the prediction actually was correct. We have the sell signal or range, I think, in April 1st. Yeah, the confirmation. Yeah, so the prediction is totally fine. Now the projection is sideways or falling, right? So I am speculating here. We are still in this sideways momentum here, in this sideways market, and also the volatility is decreasing here. So nothing else. I mean, it's something like, for me right now, the market is just in sideways, and also I am looking for longs. Maybe yes. Yeah, I mean, of course, this is the area for start looking for long position, not shorting. You are shorting here. Question, why you didn't short around here? Of course, I am not shorting the market. I am not shorting. I just took 2 trades. I mean, this one and this one, and this one, it was fine. This one I got to stop it here, and here I didn't trade this area. Now I am gonna start looking for on new positions. Yes, the reason is because I know Bitcoin is still in sideways. Of course, if we have entry right now, no, we don't have entry right now in 4-hour chart. So in the moment when you see maybe Bitcoin is gonna test, maybe other test to maybe 44, 45 around this area, and maybe some sideways. First of all, the first rule I have here is I need to see Bitcoin stopping dropping here, and just in sideways here, maybe 8 hours, 12 hours, something like that. And when you see the slope getting negative here, and also you will see the buy signal here in the curve or a squeeze. It depends on what which indicator you are using. And here is like this. Always I'm gonna start looking for long positions, not shorts. Okay, shorts, as I said before, I am not short in the market right now. I am not interested in short in the market. I am looking for, well, this is for me, it's a pullback. It's a very healthy range in the consolidation, actually, I would say, in the highs, actually. As long as Bitcoin is above, as I said before, even Bitcoin can drop all the way to $42,000, 43, and everything is okay, yeah? As long as this area is respected in the long term, that honestly I am not expecting to see Bitcoin. If I see Bitcoin testing the MA55 here, and this is asset is around $40,000 to $43,000, I am expecting actually a very good bounce from here. So everything is okay. So please try to control your emotions and don't get too greedy or scared, right? Because people are like that, right? When people they want to see green candles all the time. But when they see something red, they are so scared, right? So, okay, let's talk about altcoins right now here. Altcoins right now, we are having pullbacks for many of them. I was expecting something like that. So it depends to your time frame, right? In my case, I am long-term trader right now here for some altcoins. So for me, I am looking for more opportunities, not for selling like a crazy this time. No, I am looking for more. Actually, I closed mostly all of my positions in altcoins. I think 1 week ago, Now here I am looking for the second round for the altcoins. Okay, so now let's continue with Bitcoin. Now in 4-hour chart, let me show you something here. This area, as you can see here, we have two areas of interest here. We have here this area is between $44,000 and $44,600. As you can see here, the week it was here, and if this area breaks, well, ME55 is going to be tested in 1-day chart around $42,000. So doesn't matter for me in 1-day chart, of course, doesn't matter from here and this point. All this point for me, all this area for me is for start looking for buys, not for selling. Okay, all this area between 44 to 43, 40 is $1,000 range. I mean, it's almost nothing if you are of course trading macro time frames or at least 1-day chart. So for me it's looking great. I mean, not big deal for now. And also let's talk about the weekly chart, because I think people are asking about this. Said okay, this we were expecting a pullback, yes, here, and this pullback is the 1-day chart well, sell signal we have right now, or range. As long Bitcoin is above $43,000, even in above in weekly chart, this is like this, right? This is like this. Okay, so please don't, you cannot expect just Bitcoin doing something like this right to the moon right now. It's a process, it's gonna take time. So as long Bitcoin is respecting this area, I am expecting sideways between 44, 43, maximum 43 and $47,000 here, some sideways here, and eventually I am expecting other leg up based on the current price action, of course. Now let's continue the close, the 5-day chart. As you can see here, Bitcoin is testing the ME55 and ME21 here. So I am actually ME55 is, sorry, the 5-day chart is very clear right now. We have here the slope is getting positive, here is crossing the line, so in the curve, and also the momentum here, the momentum is in sorry, in ADX is 18, so it's not, is, I mean, that means that all this move, the downside move, this one, all this move finally is gone. So historically speaking, every time when I was studying ADX actually last week, I realized in macro time frames between around 17 to 12 is when you will see your major moves in macro time frames. So as long a 5-day chart, I mean, other week, all this week and next week is about $43,000, 44 in 5-day chart, everything is fine, everything is okay. I am not looking for a sell-off or something like that. Now we have here a potential, is the first test. Of course, I was not expecting Bitcoin is gonna just cross this area. I think it will take maybe other 2 weeks to see something like this, but I'm still expecting, as long Bitcoin is respecting this area, there I said before, between 44 and maximum 43. Well, everything is for now is okay for Bitcoin. And now one thing here is I really think Bitcoin is going to be, we will see more green candles maybe at least this month. Yes, why? Because I want to see all the people in FOMO buying to the moon, right? Buying the tops, and yes, to the moon, right? Because we are to 200 this year, 1 million, whatever, right? So if that is the mentality, I want to see that mentality in all the market, because in that time I'm gonna start getting ready for shorting in macro time frames, of course. So that's why for me I am not looking for shorts right now here. So so just, I mean, I think the best thing here is if you watch for macro and for micro. If macro is bullish, macro is good according to my system, of course, because other traders will say no, this is bearish and Bitcoin from here is to zero, right? Bitcoin is like this, and next target is I don't know, $28,000. Maybe they are right, maybe I am wrong, of course, but as I said, I am actually in some point I'm expecting this level to be tested again in this year, but not this month actually. So I think Bitcoin is doing very good in 5-day chart and weekly chart. And let me show you something else. 3-day chart is about ME55, ME21, and 2-day chart is about the same. As you can see here, all the time frames midterm and macro timeframes, Bitcoin is in a range above the key levels, ME21, ME55, according to my system, of course. So as long Bitcoin is holding this area, and all of them, they have the same level between 33, 34, 43, 44, and some of them 42, and the same level 47,000, 48. So Bitcoin, I am expecting just gonna be in sideways here, and after that, eventually you will see the leg up. Now, there is one thing I wanna show you here is the volatility. Volatility when the chart is contracting here. I said, well, if you see Bitcoin moving to the upside here and the volatility is contracting, be ready for a massive bull trap, right? But Bitcoin is doing something very good. It's in sideways here in this range, and it's consolidating here because the volatility is blue. Remember, if you don't know what is this, when it's blue, that means it's contraction. The volatility is contracting, so that means it's very low, and when it's yellow and red, is expanding. Okay, the dots here is when you see when the volatility is expanding, or the initial phase when it's contracting. For example, it's contracting and it's gonna start expanding. When you see the dots here, is because now, for example, here the volatility is expanding, so you can expect a more volatile market. Now we have here in this blue cloud, and also the 4-hour chart, as you can see here, we have some expansion here. So I will say the expansion we can see in 4-hour chart is this move. Yes, potentially yes, but as long Bitcoin is holding this area, $45,000, we are still in the same range. It's exactly the same thing. So for me, it makes sense to start looking for longs. Yes, but maybe not today. Maybe in 12 hours I'm gonna start looking for that, because I am not chasing the market. I will wait for this. And you want to wait for this? Let me explain. Okay, I explained this many times, but for example here, we have the ADX positive here, so that means we don't have buy signal. Simple, period. That's it. So if you see the ADX positive here, that means the momentum to the downside is still on in 4-hour chart. So that means in the next 24 hours, at least maybe 12, you will see potential sell pressure here, or maybe just sideways here. Okay, now the next thing is you see the curve or the squeeze or whatever you're using here, your buy signal here, and also at the same time the slope is getting negative here in ADX. Well, you have your signal that, okay, this is gonna be a bounce. Let me explain in more simple words. When you see the ADX getting negative here, that means the sell pressure here is getting weak. Okay, so when it's getting weak, that means the probabilities to go to the upside are higher, because the sell pressure is almost finished. So in 4-hour chart, of course. So right now people are selling. Yes, maybe they are in panic, whatever. Yes, but if you are trading 4-hour chart and you are thinking Bitcoin is going to zero, of course not. Now you need to see here something very interesting is forming here right now for Bitcoin. Let me see here. No, we have invalidation here right now. Okay, so for now, the only thing I am not trading right now here is because I am waiting for the ADX getting positive. Even if Bitcoin is going to the upside right now here, as long as ADX is positive in 4-hour chart, I don't care. I am not interested to catch the minimum value here. Who can tell you this week, for example, is the real one? This is the bottom of this move. No one, right? So I will just wait for this, and after that I'm gonna start looking for longs without chasing the market. If I am gonna lose in the market, I'm gonna lose following my rules. Okay, not chasing the market. And this message is for my friend. You're in my private channels, my channels and in my Discord, you know what I'm talking about. So okay, now let's continue with the 12-hour chart. Sorry. Here Bitcoin tested almost tested the MA55 here, and as you can see here, we have same levels around $44,000 level here, this area. So as you can see here, we have this a week of absorption here. So well, we have potential a hammer in progress forming here. We need to wait other 4 hours Yes, I mean, in my case, I need to wait other 8 hours, I think. So, and I will not change the trend of this move. The trend is my friend, and the trend is like this. Simple. Okay, that's it. Simple. I think I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin in 1-day chart. As you can see here, even in 1-day chart, Bitcoin is in the ME21, totally fine. If Bitcoin can drop to it is in the ME55 in 1-day chart, totally fine. The technical analysis is still the same. Okay, and just remember, this technical analysis is valid for around 10 days. So we have the sell signal around here, around April 2, around here, the confirmation April 1, 6 other 4 days. I mean, other week here, this range or sell signal is gonna be valid. Because we are here in a sell or range signal, right? So we have other 4 days left. So if I see this weekend Bitcoin closing about 44, 45, around 44, 45, well, next week you can expect something like this. Okay, so I think I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin, and also the OBB. I cannot tell you anything about OBB because this is very healthy, very healthy accumulation. Remember, OBB is very different, like not a regular indicator, so you will see these kind of things, but it will take all this month. Look at this. It will take all this month to see something more important, something like this. It will take, for example, this setup was from February 10, and after we saw the MA55 tested here, almost 1 month. From this bounce to this bounce, from this point and this point, was from February 21 to March, 1 month. As you can see here, 1 month, 1 month. Yeah, so I am expecting maybe other 2 months of price action for this signal. Well, I think, Jack, you need to watch a little bit more often, or maybe my previous videos, because actually I explained this many times. But don't worry, I will explain again. First of all, if you want to trade in 1-day chart, you need to follow the rules, right? My rules are my rules in general, right? So every time when we have the buy signal here, in the curve or the squeeze, whatever you are using, you are not gonna buy just because you are gonna use it this, right? Because you use this, well, you will get wrecked. Because as many indicators, this one is offering many fake signals. So that's why I have other indicators combining the volatility, volume, and sums of supply and demand. So all of them together, and also moving average, all of them together is like my checklist. For example, I have 5 items, so I say, okay, OBB is healthy, good. Okay, moving average are good, okay, perfect. Okay, volume is testing the volume of demand, yes, perfect. Okay, buy signal in the curve or squeeze, perfect. Okay, ADX is negative or positive, okay, perfect. You see, it's a checklist. So based on probabilities, you can see something like that. Okay, so for example, in my case, if I see 3 of 2 valid, that means I have maybe 60-70% of success, maybe based on probabilities, right? So if I have just two checks, well, that is bad, right? So I will not take any long position. Let me do the exercise for you in 4-hour chart. Okay, first one, we were looking for a bounce. Okay, let's check the ADX. The ADX is slope positive. That means the momentum is to the downside, right? That means the sell pressure is on. So do we have a buy signal? No, we don't have ADX. Okay, we have a buy signal in a curve or a squeeze? No, of course, no, we don't have it. Okay, OBB is healthy? No, it's not very healthy. Okay, so we don't have it. Okay, Bitcoin is testing the area of demand. Yes, it's here in this area. So okay, we have 3 bad and 1 good. Okay, so that means not trade. This is not a buy signal. You see, that is a very simple way how you can filter many fake signals. Okay, I hope I can be clear with this. Okay, so let's continue with the Usd dominance, because I think it's very important. And also let me see here okay, well, we have this buy signal here in squeeze. As you can see here, in the moment when the ADX is getting negative here, you will see this bounce. Okay, perfect. Okay, we know we have this bounce. Now, what is this? Well, this is a potentially downtrend in 1-day chart, right? So this is like this. Okay, maybe other leg up a little bit more, and after that you will see this pullback very soon, maybe next week. So that means Bitcoin is gonna get ready for bounce, for a bounce. Okay, now here the how we are gonna use, I mean, you see the curve here testing the zero line here, and this asset, this just is still below the MA55. You will see, even not just a correction, you will see continuation. Why? Because the next sell signal, sell signal here is gonna be very nasty for this asset, and maybe in the long term I'm expecting maybe around 3.40, around there, this area, and from here I'm expecting a very strong bounce and reversal, and maybe major crash for Bitcoin in the long term, maybe in 2 months, maybe around there. So as you can see here, I am looking for buys or longs in the market right now. Okay, right now, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow morning, I will just start thinking to enter long position. Okay, so let's continue with the total 2, because I know people, they want to see altcoins. Well, let me tell you something. Many altcoins, they have the same setup as Bitcoin in 1-day charts. That means no buy signal. We have sell or range for many altcoins. As you can see here, we have the ADX is getting negative here, and also we have seller range. So this is a way of also this asset, or the total market cap 2, is testing the major area of resistance right now here, all this area, right? So I am expecting a pullback, yes, of course, and range here. And if I am bullish on this, because I know weekly chart is bullish for this, and eventually I am expecting a breakout here. So I will say this is the time for start looking for buys. Maybe yes, maybe this week for altcoins. And yeah, for example, okay, let's start with altcoins, okay, because I can see people, they really want to watch altcoins. Okay, so well, first I want to show you Solana first, because remember what I said about Solana. I said, okay, Solana, I will never buy Solana here, right? I said here, I don't care about Solana. I will not buy Solana if I don't see a pullback first. Okay, so if you bought Solana here because your favorite TikToker said, hey, to the moon, Solana $200, $300, $500, well, maybe he's right, but no, not with me. Okay, so I have a system and I follow that system, and my system is telling me, no, this is not a buy, because it's testing the major area of resistance around 140, 45. I am very happy because my target hit in the long term, perfect. So I am expecting the pullback. I said that, I think, 2 days ago, and now what happened today? Well, you see, pullback is in progress. So now Solana to 0, right? No, of course not. It's not like that. Okay, if you are gonna trade in the markets, please, you can keep your emotions for you, but not in the market. If you trade based on the emotions, you are gonna get wrecked. Okay, you are gonna give just money for free in the markets. Maybe you can support my channel and Patreon. I think it's cheaper, right? You will lose less money. It's a joke, but very bad joke. Okay, so Solana, as you can see here, we have sell and range signal today. So we have Solana maybe around 10 days, maybe in some point next week. But let me tell you something. The move is like this, as I explained before, and in some point between MA55, as long as it's holding this area around 110, 115, and maybe if you are lucky enough to see Solana around 100, well, this is like this. Okay, why? Because we need to wait for this, and after that, maybe in 10 days, you will see continuation. Long-term target based on weekly chart for Solana, as I said before, is because it's about the MA21 and MA55. As long as about this structure is actually totally fine. I mean, I am expecting 200 in the long term for Solana. In the long term, of course. I'm talking about months, not tomorrow, please. Okay, so let's continue with AVAX. AVAX, where's AVAX? AVAX here. Okay, time frames. Weekly chart, okay. Weekly chart, same thing as I think I was checking yesterday. This asset, we have buy signal here. We have buy signal here. It's about the MA21, about the MA55. It's testing 91, $90 around 190 here. This is the major area of resistance, of course. But I mean, in macro time frames, even, I mean, I want to tell you something. Like, you see, what the range is very big, yes, because the next area of in weekly chart is around this area. It's 70 is the key level, as you can see here. But as long as about the MA21 is 81, 85 around there, this is to the upside, and eventually I'm expecting this asset maybe some point this year, maybe this month or next month, is gonna test maybe 118, 140, even maybe new ATA. Now if I know now weekly chart is positive, I mean it's good, well, I need to wait for the 1-day chart buy signal, right? So here, as you can see here, this is potential reversal, yes. Is testing the MA55, yes. Is testing the area of demand zone, the area of demand, yes. Okay, so the next thing is, well, you have to wait maybe all this week, wait for this to enter in zero line here, and when you see something like this, well, and is holding the levels I said, well, you can start thinking, well, this is like this. Okay, based on the weekly chart, of course. Now let's continue with HBAR. HBAR, I was bullish there 2 weeks ago, I don't know now. Let me see, HBAR, what is HBAR? Well, never mind. HBAR. Okay, so let me see, time frames, weekly chart, okay. Weekly chart, well, we have buy signal here, and we have bullish divergences here, yes. Now, technically speaking, the entry was from here, this area to this area, target hit, perfect, okay. As long as holding this area around 0.20, everything is okay. So the worst scenario for this, I mean, if this is bullish, of course, I am expecting this gonna break in some point. You can expect sideways here, and weekly chart, and potentially some accumulation, and after that you can see maybe higher prices, maybe around 30 in the long term. Now, invalidations is very easy. As you can, if any close, I think 1-day chart is gonna do the job. If any close below 20, you will see continuation, and this is gonna be confirmation of downtrend here. I cannot change the trend of this asset, not yet, because not because it's below the MA55 I'm gonna change the trend. The trend is to the upside, yes. Now, if you see something like this, I mean, breaking 20 cents, yes, it's gonna be continuation. Bye bye, right? But I don't think so. I am expecting actually HBAR. I really like this setup here, and I am expecting potentially you will see more sideways here, and I will just focus in 1-day chart. 1-day chart is not doing very great right now, I need to be honest. It's breaking the MA55, it's testing the 0.21, so I think well, you will see maybe just a sideways market here between this point and this point. Okay, sideways for this asset is the best scenario for now. Okay, more consolidation, because this is not a reversal. Okay, based on my rules, you need to see, maybe you wait, maybe, let me see, no, it's just the beginning here. You will have to wait all this week, and you need to see this asset not breaking 0.20, 0.21. Okay, let's continue with bet. Okay, testing the biggest area of resistance right now here in weekly chart. Okay, let me see same thing, testing the MA55 here. Now is holding the MA21 here. So, well, let me see here. Weekly chart is bullish. Yes, I'm expecting in the long term higher prices, potentially, yes. But for now, as you can see here, the slope here is getting positive here in OBB. Actually, I like it. I really like it. Yeah, as long as holding 0.06 in weekly chart here for this area in macro time frames, everything is okay. Accumulation maybe in maybe higher time frames. Let me see here. This is the bottom of the area, as you can see here. Yeah, and this is the top. So You have to wait all this week, I think, all this week, something like this. And if this asset is holding MA55 here, well, this is like this to the upside. It's doing good, actually. It's doing good, but much better than H bar. So let's continue with cadena here. Okay, we have sell signal here or range in cadena in 1-day chart, but pay attention. The ADX is about 23 and the slope is positive. So that means, what does that mean? The move is strong to the upside. So there is a very high probability if cadena, at least I am not expecting cadena breaking key levels right now. Actually, for me, they are a buy, honestly, yes. And here, as long as above this all this area between $7 and $6 with 30 cents, because the ADX is positive in 1-day chart, yeah, I am expecting your range. And also 2-day chart, as you can see here, is accumulation. This accumulation, and the ADX is positive here, as you can see here. It's very good, very constructive here. 3DX ADX positive here, very constructive here. Actually, I really like it. And let me see here. 5-day chart here, we have buy signal here. Yes, we have I think in March last month we have a buy signal here, and this is a range, very healthy range. The close, not the best. I mean, for 5-day chart, actually yes, it's better than before because it's not even testing the MA55 again. So I am expecting a range and continuation to the upside for cadena. As I said, I am not sponsoring this chart, this asset, but in my humble opinion, this asset has one of the best charts I can see right now, because mostly all of them they already move, right? Axe Infinite, Cake, all of them they already pump, right? I mean, they move 45, 50%, but some coins, just few coins, they are not moving. They are still in consolidation. For example, Sand, Cadena, Matic. Some of them they didn't move in the first wave. So in the second round, in this one, I am expecting this coin is gonna do something like that. I think so. Please don't follow my recommendations, okay? I am just don't follow any technical analysis of YouTuber. You need to do your own research and please manage your own risk, okay? Okay, so let's talk about Theta. Theta. Testing the MA55, of course. In the first pass, you cannot expect Theta is gonna break the MA55. Actually, no. But let me show you here. We still have the buy signal here, yeah. So Theta still has a chance to maybe at least being sideways here, and as long $3 is not broken, actually this is potentially just accumulation in the lows, in macro lows, of course. And in my long-term target for this asset is around $7. My long-term target. Okay, so let's continue with Mana. I'm bullish with Mana in macro time frames. Mana, one day chart. Okay, we have sell signal here in sell range in last week. Yes, okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, 6 days ago. 6 days ago. Okay. And Mana is just in a sideways market, as you can see here. We have here this the biggest area of supply here, and the lowest point of demand here around this area. It's not exact. Okay, so this asset is not breaking. As long as it's not breaking $2 with 25 cents, everything is okay. I will say this is just a shopping market here, consolidation phase. Because macro time frames in weekly chart, this is one of the coins is actually didn't move in the previous rally we had. I think 3 weeks ago. Okay, so weekly chart is very clear. As long as holding $2 with 20 cents, everything is okay. Even this asset in macro time frames can break all come to $2, and for me it's a buy. I mean in my humble opinion, of course. We have buy signal here. The ADX is getting negative here, is negative here, is very good actually. In the long term, I'm talking about months. Okay. So, okay, let me talk about Link 1-day chart. Link, I think many same signal as Bitcoin. Yeah, as you can see here, we have range or falling. And now Link is, well, that is the thing. This asset is different. I bought Link when I was at 13 and I sold around 16, 17, around here last week. Now, this is the bounce, testing the potential reversal, and here to the moon, right? So we need to wait for confirmation. Of course, you cannot wait here for, I mean, you cannot buy here just because you see the asset testing the MA55. Of course not. You need to see maybe next week you see this line testing the zero line here, and you see this asset is holding between 14 15. You will see potentially your potential next buy signal here in some point, maybe this weekend, and you will see something like that. OEV, 1-day chart healthy, 2-day chart very healthy, 3-day chart is the beginning, not the best, but well. 5-day chart, we still have the momentum here. Yes, let me see here. It's not like in 5-day chart, it's not looking that strong, but as long as it's around 14 15, everything is okay. The most important thing here for me for Link is the weekly chart, as usual. Yeah, weekly chart here, we have the momentum to the upside, we have bullish divergences here. So the long-term target, if MA55 breaks around maybe 24 25 is the area I'm gonna start looking for potential buy sell signal. Okay, so let's talk about R. What is R? I think it's stocks, right? No, wait, let me see. R, my friend, what is this? Okay, 1-day chart. Okay, first of all, in weekly chart, no, thank you, not there. And I think 1-day chart is exactly the same thing as Bitcoin. You see, sell or range signal, range, and also ADX getting negative. So you have to wait all the, I mean, for guys, for all the altcoins, you have in 1-day chart, you have to wait maybe all this week. If they drop, as I said before, you must be very selective, okay? Not just will buy a random shitcoin. No. Be selective. Try to see the chart from macro to micro. Do you see? I was checking always weekly chart, 5-day chart, and after that 1-day chart, because I am applying three screens strategy in this live stream. Because I need to see what is happening in the macro time frames in order to understand better 1-day chart. So let me show you here. You have here in R, we have MA55 tested. Yes, okay. Potentially reversal, maybe. Why maybe? Because, well, you have to wait all this week. Yeah, if you see the same thing here, testing the zero line here, and this asset is better, is above 35, perfect, and 33 maximum pain here, maximum area. If this area breaks, you will see full retrace all the way down to 25. Okay, so just careful with this, because weekly chart, I don't like it, honestly. I don't like this asset for weekly chart. This was in weekly chart is looking more like just a test for continuation to the downside. Of course, the curve has time. You see this asset testing the zero line here, and this asset is still below the MA21. No, bye bye. Cancel your positions. Why? Because this is just gonna be continuation. Okay. So okay, let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum, actually, yeah, let's do it, because Ethereum, as long as it's about $3,000, everything is okay, in my personal opinion. Okay, same as Bitcoin. Let me show you here. You have here hidden bullish divergences here, and also Ethereum is about MA21, MA55, and not just like that. A 5-day chart above the MA5521, 3-day chart. Look at this. This is very, very good. And let me tell you something. The ADS is gonna be positive in Ethereum, and it's about the area of demand here. It was resistant before around $3,000. So this is like this. Simple. In 1-day chart, look at this. As long as holding $3,000, everything's okay. This pullback is like this. This is like this. Okay. Simple. Okay, so let's talk about now the yes, more data. Yes, maybe yes, but I don't like the current. Well, based on the chart you shared, I don't like it. Okay, so ADA. My favorite coin, right? Okay, first of all, I said I think 1 month ago, watch 1.25, 130 maximum, because this area is gonna be tested if 80 cents is holding 85 around there. Yeah, what happened? Well, my target hit in the long term. Okay, what is next? Okay, we have buy signal right now for Cardano. Yes. Okay, perfect. Is below the area of supply. Yes. So no, thank you. I will never buy any asset like this right now, of course. Now, as long as holding 85 in weekly basis, everything is okay. Okay, that's what I mean. In macro time frames, you can expect some pullbacks like this, consolidation maybe, yes, and after that you can see more continuation to the upside, yes. Now, let's talk about the monthly. The monthly for Cardano is a little bit different like the others. Okay, monthly close above the mid-21 as you can see here, but not the body. I mean, I want to see the full body of the candle closing here as a confirmation of reversal. This is not reversal, and we have sell signal here. It's negative here. So the best scenario for Cardano is, and also in monthly, $1 is the biggest resistance right now. So the best scenario for Cardano is just being sideways here for maybe 3 or 4 months. Okay, so yeah, in 1 day chart, there is a reversal in progress. Yes, let me tell you something here. Cardano has the opportunity to reverse the trend in 1 day chart. Yes, of course. Here we have 0.25 around there. That is the target I was talking about before. Of course, no thank you, no with me. I will never. I'm not saying short. Be careful, guys. I am not saying short the market. No. This is not the moment for shorting. Okay. So here, as long the $1 is holding $1 this area, so that means Cardano must enter in sideways here between $1 and 114.15 and there, and potentially you will see a breakout. Maximum target is going to be maybe $2. It happened, and that means it's going to be reversal in many time frames. Okay, so that is the best thing for Cardano is holding the range here for maybe 1 week. Remember, here we have this area range are falling. The ADX is the confirmation here. Sorry, here. So we have all the weekend, maybe part of the next week in red for many altcoins, and many of them you will get a second chance to enter in a long position. So let me see. FTX. Let me see what time is it. We have 15 minutes. Okay, FTX. It's not FTT. This one. Okay, so let me check. Solana. I think Simon. I think I explained Solana before. Please check that part. I cannot remember. You know what? It will be very useful. Maybe if someone of you has a little bit time, and you can help me to put the time stamp in the comments with all the altcoins. Maybe someone. Of course, this is not. I am asking if someone has a time. Of course, right? Maybe I will do it because sometimes I don't have enough time and I cannot do it properly sometimes. Okay, let me see. FTM Phantom, right? FTM USD. FTM USD. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, we have here this in the 55 here, of course not, thank you. And here we have, well, sell signal range, right? So looks like, of course, well, we are in downtrend here in this in the 55 here, and rejection here. As long as $1 with 25 cents is not broken, everything is okay. Now let's talk about the macro time frames, because macro time frames actually for me now is more important. Let me tell you something. ME55 is holding, so this asset must hold around $1 with 30 cents this week, maybe a week to, I mean, using, of course, using the volume profile here, you can see the lowest point is 0.13. Even if Bitcoin, sorry, if Phantom is not holding for maybe 1 week or two, the ME55, I don't care, as long as it's not breaking $1 with 11 cents. Why? Because if that happen, and let me tell you something, if that happen, you will see something like this, A, B, C, and after that you will see this one, A, B, and C, and you will see other test to maybe $2 with 40 cents. Why? Because we're ready. There are some coins, guys, they didn't move at all in the previous rally. Okay, Dot, Cake, BNB, Cardano, Solana, all of them, they move right in the first one. Usually they will start correcting, and other coins they will start moving. So this one in weekly chart, I'm speculating, of course. Please, I am not financial advisor, of course. Around here, maybe in the next 2 weeks, you will see a potential buy signal here in the for Phantom. Now, if you wait for this buy signal, maybe Phantom is gonna be around here. Okay, so that's why you need to be a little bit more. How can I say this? Use 1-day chart to start looking for longs, or maybe, or thinking what is gonna be your goal. For example, Phantom for me in 1-day chart, no, maybe, but in weekly chart is looking interesting. Okay, so just saying, okay, just be careful with and manage your risk, of course, manage your risk. For example, here, every time when Phantom is having this kind of buy signals, let me show you here, and here, what is gonna happen here? Of course, I can be wrong, totally fine. Dot Tesla ME55 falling wedge is falling, and in range, I think as long as about 20, everything is okay for Dot. I didn't see the chart, but I know because I'm checking every day. Every day I'm watching the chart, so that's why I know. You see, yeah, $18 in weekly chart, but then when the chart is 20. Around here, around $20 is the area I'm gonna start looking for. Dot is to the upside. That's it, simple. Here, like this. Okay, this is like this, and this is different. Why? Because you can see this is a very healthy accumulation in 1-day chart. 2-day chart is the beginning, and 3-day chart, let me see, the accumulation here, and it's between ME21 and ME55. So everything is okay for me. Let me show you here. We have here the momentum, the curve is positive here, and also maybe in the next maybe 1 week, if this asset is holding this area, you will see the ADX getting positive here. If you see that, well, you will see a rally. Maximum target for me is $30 in the long term, of course. Weekly chart, of course, here in the first pass, we cannot expect this asset will break. Technically speaking, the target was here. Actually, I closed my position around here, and from here I'm expecting a range, something like this, and eventually you will see this area testing here around $30 maximum. That is my speculation, okay, for Dot in the long term. Okay, so what is that? Paco as let me see. Okay, perfect. Okay, weekly chart, I guess, right? Well, weekly chart I cannot help you. This is like this to the moon, right? In weekly chart like this. Okay, I cannot help you with weekly chart with this. Maybe in 1-day chart I can tell you something, but in weekly chart I think it has momentum. Yes, this is something I cannot help you with this. I mean, this is okay. The ADX is getting positive here. It's positive here. It's super high. I will buy. No, thank you. Of course not. Or maybe other exchange with more information is gonna be useful, because I don't have enough information. Let me see. Maybe KuCoin, maybe in KuCoin I can see something different. Yeah, I can see something different here. Well, The buy signal in 1-day chart was here, okay, around 0.10 cents. So if you wanna buy here, no, thank you. It's super far away from the MA55 and 21, and something like this, when you see the sell signal here, well, this is gonna be like this, okay? So you have to wait long time. Don't chase the market, okay? Don't chase the market. If you're here, congratulations, you're in good profit, okay? Okay, so let's talk about stocks, and I think that's it, okay? Use a little bit of stocks because every day stocks volatility is very low, so I am not expecting to see something different. Q, let me see. Nasdaq, okay. Here. We have range of sell signal here, okay. As long as above this area, around $300 with 45 cents, sorry, 345, this is just a potential reversal here, and this is to the upside, like this. Of course, you have to wait here long time. Well, if 1-day chart is in sell range, what do you think in 1 hour? So in 1 hour you're scalping, right? So let me see, 1 hour chart here. The sell signal was here, and you have this, okay. Hidden volumes, divergence potentially, yes, okay. So in 1 hour chart, if I had to trade this in 1 hour, usually I don't do it. So you have in your biggest area here, around this area. Yes, this area. And we don't have buy signal right now here. You need to wait for the ADX getting negative here and the buy signal here. And potentially you will see the bounce here, yeah, between maybe 359 and maybe it'll like down to maybe 356 around here, because you cannot trade this because the ADX is positive here. So from there you can speculate like the bounce to the MA55 around this area. So you are gonna enter here, of course not now because we don't have entry, maybe around in some point, maybe around here. It could be in this area or it could be in this area, and after that it's just a bounce to keep falling, okay. Okay, so let me see other coin, SP500 in 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, wow. 4 hour chart, get ready for the next move to the upside. Let me explain. We have here the curve is gonna enter in zero line here, and this asset even is not testing the MA55. So the minimum area you can start thinking, okay, maybe this area between 4,500, 4,525. Maybe in the next 12 hours you will see a buy signal here, and this is like this. 4,700 is gonna be the area. So okay, GLD, what is GLD? Gold, I think, right? No, what is this? I don't know the chart. Daily, okay. This is like this. Yeah, I finished. It's very simple. It's very obvious the pattern, you see. Hidden volumes divergences between this point and this point. The ADX is getting negative here, crossing the 2-meter line, and buy signal here. So that means this is like this. At least our test maybe to 180 around this area. As long as this area is holding, this is like this. Yep, I finished. Okay, guys, I think I finished for my live stream for today. So let's recap the Bitcoin technical analysis for Bitcoin now. So okay, so Bitcoin, we know in Bitcoin we have a range or falling signal, right? So let me tell you something. Bitcoin is doing very good actually in 1-day chart, because it's not crashing. It's not crashing. Remember, we have here a range, yeah, a range, something like this. We have a range, okay. So as long Bitcoin even can just drop to 43 and everything is okay. Simple. This is like this, okay. But remember, if you want to enter here right now in 1-day chart, we don't have entry in 1-day chart. We have to wait maybe all this week and doing something like this, and after that, yeah, you can do the moon, right? But levels must be respected. Between 44, 43, maximum 42, around here, this area is the area for start looking for long positions in 1-day chart. But Bitcoin is holding 44,045. So if you are gonna trade this area, well, the best area is using, sorry, the best thing is using 4-hour chart. So as you can see here in 4-hour chart, we don't have buy signal right now here, at least not with my system, of course not. As long Bitcoin is not breaking 44,545, this area is like this. We are in a range, and Bitcoin is like this. Okay, simple. I will not change the trend, potential trend forming, and Bitcoin is like that. Okay, now we have to wait all the weekend. Yes. Why? Because, well, Bitcoin needs to prove us like it's in range and is getting ready for the next move. Okay, now let's talk about invalidations, because I didn't talk about invalidation last time. Okay, any close below $42,500, any close below there, and maybe 1-day chart, you will see a full invalidation of this, and yes, Bitcoin to zero. Yeah, but not yet, of course not. That is the probabilities are very low for me in my humble opinion. Okay, so remember, if you are not new here, if you are watching my live stream since November 2021 or October, remember when people were super bullish talking about Bitcoin to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, and for maybe 1 month I was saying Bitcoin is gonna crash, Bitcoin is gonna crash, Bitcoin is gonna crash, and now I am doing the opposite. Did you realize about it? I'm saying no, Bitcoin is to the moon. Bitcoin I am looking for longs. And people, every time when they see these kind of things, they say no, Bitcoin is gonna break to 29. Let me show you something. I saw one guy on Twitter share this. Okay, this is like this. Okay, my imagination says, okay, this is a what? Raising wedge. It's a bearish pattern, and from here, my book says, and the YouTube says, all the media says, okay, this is like this. Bitcoin is gonna fall to $32,000 from here. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I get mad. I am mad, or sometimes I don't know. Just I have mixed feelings when I see something like this. Okay, but last time they were saying no. This is like this, and this is like this, and now to the moon, right? Okay, to the moon here, and here. Okay, 256. Okay, now my book says, okay, buy here the breakout, because from here is to the moon. Now they got wrecked. You see, that is the thing. That's why for me, I don't want to be like offensive or something like that with all the traders, because I know there are many ways of trading. But for me, if you really want to give your money, I don't know, maybe you can help homeless or people. I don't know, they really need money, right, for living, instead of just giving money for free to the market makers, right? You can do better things with that. So this is the things. That's why I don't like to see patterns, triangles, rectangles, circles, rainbows. No, I don't like to see it. So technically speaking, I know weekly chart OBV is healthy. We are in a range of falling. Yes, weekly chart. Let me do this. 1-day chart is above the ME21 and ME55. Perfect. 2-day chart is above the ME21 and ME55. Perfect. Okay. 3-day chart, we are above the ME55, ME21. Perfect. 5-day chart, we are above the ME21 and ME55. Perfect. Weekly chart, we are in above the ME21 and ME55. Very good. You see? So think about it, okay? Just think about it. That's why it's very important to see macro timeframes start from macro to micro, okay? You can see something very bad in 1-hour chart. Oh my god, yes, yeah, this is very bad. Oh my god, Bitcoin is going to zero right here. Yes, but here it could be very bad, right? Or maybe 4-hour. But you see the macro timeframes, well, you will realize it's not that bad. Okay, it's the same thing. When we were in October 2021, here, here, I remember exactly here, exactly here, here, people said here to the moon, $80,000, 100 to the moon, right? Because market makers, the institutions, and new blah blah blah, Ford, whatever, metaverse, NFTs, whatever, right? And here, all this area, I think you remember if you are watching my live streams. I was just looking for shorts. I was just looking for shorts. Yeah, I am not saying I was right. Of course, I didn't know. I didn't know my short will be right. I can be wrong. Totally fine. But I have a system and I follow my system. The system is telling me what. Okay, let me show you here. In 1 day chart. Okay, we have here in this is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin, yes. Okay, this is November 2021. Perfect. Okay, we have here Bitcoin losing the exponential here, and after that losing here the exponential here. What is happening here? We have a sell signal here, a sell signal range. Perfect. And after that, because I know Bitcoin is in weekly chart, let me show you here. Weekly chart in this point was firing potential sell signal in weekly chart here. You see this point and this point, and potential sell signal forming here. And the ADX, it was very weak in this point. Yeah, I was looking for shorts, and also the OBB was very clear since April 2021. OBB was not following the price of Bitcoin. You see, so that's why I was looking for shorts. I was looking for this. I want to see bearish divergence in weekly chart. I don't know the price around here, 70, 60, whatever. I want to see. And after that, I'm going to start looking for shorts. That was my speculation. That's it. Okay. After, what happened? Okay. People entered in long here. Because to the moon, right? To the moon. Yeah. To the moon, yes. And now, breakout traders, they say, okay, this is my triangle. This is my triangle. Let me do it better. This is my triangle, and my triangle says, okay, to the moon, right? Okay, target is $71,000. Perfect. Okay, let's do it. Okay, they buy here, and after that, what happened? Look at this. Here, around here, 76, around here, I entered in short position. Why? Because I used three screens strategy. If I show you here what happened in 4-hour chart and 12-hour chart, you will see here a beautiful sell signal here. And I was speculating a bear divergence here. Before that happened, actually I explained in my live streams, at my private channels. And after that, I saw this beautiful reaction in OBB. As you can see, testing, this was the big short here. And from here, well, what happened? You see, that is the thing. I don't know the future, of course not. I am very bad trader, yes, but I follow rules. And you want to be good doing this, learn how to follow rules, learn how to follow a system, build a system. You're using RSI, because some guys in my group, they are using RSI. They think the RSI is very good. Do it, use it, perfect, but follow the rules. Follow the rules. Okay, if you are just chasing the market, you are gonna just give your money to the market makers, other people. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. That's it for today. I'm sorry if sometimes I am a little bit like more, I don't want to be like offensive or something like that. No, please don't get me wrong. Okay, I apologize if someone is like a little bit sensitive sometimes with my comments. But well, okay, see you next time, and well, have a nice day.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.